We almost fell, boys. That's where we're at. Well, I didn't remember that I have a camera hooked up. Alexa, turn on room light.
Okay.
Thank you. Alrighty.
You're welcome.
Alrighty. So, what is going on, fellow humans of YouTube? We are here to show you a great method that I recently found on what I'm calling the best XP and street cred farm that you can do in 2077. Dick. I'm just kidding. Now, here's what you guys want to do. So, we are playing 2077, obviously, and we're out here. So, where you kind of want to go is going to be in Pacifica. Okay? Now, Pacifica is generally pretty normally like what I would call high level. But I could also be really wrong because this says moderate. But then again, I'm level 20 with 43 street cred. So like put that into perspective. I'm 43 street cred, but I also did a lot, and I mean a lot, of side missions and side content. The mission that I am in the middle of doing right now, or about to start, that you don't quite see, is one of the last missions with Judy. We out here. So the region that you want to go in to get lots of XP and lots of farm for all of this stuff is down here on this beach in Pacifica. The closest fast travel point is Pacifica Pier. If you haven't actually seen Pacifica Pier like in person in your character, like driven past it, it won't show up. But basically you need to go between this dock and this dock, and all of these little houses here and all these places are just gonna have random NPCs show up. Okay, now here's what I have done. My current setup is pistols, and then I have mantis blades. That's just kind of the build that I'm going with. It's not all that crazy or like insane. Most of my armaments and stuff also aren't that crazy. They're all basically just stuff I've gathered over time. So the best pistol you can get is Skippy. There's lots of tutorials on the internet as to how to get this. It's a smart gun, and it will literally, so firstly, it scales to the user's level. So it scales with how high a level you are. And I've added increases critical damage by 39.472% and increases damage to limbs by a 5%. Now I just kind of put the damage to limbs thing on there because I just I had nothing else, and I currently still don't really have much else for mods, and I think that's like the biggest thing that I'm missing is like mods and attachments, which I don't really care. So the methodology that you're using here is, we'll show you. So right now I'm kind of on sort of one end. So the pier that has the roller coaster, that's where I am. There's some people down there. So the rule that you want to do here is using whatever weapon you want to use. Right now I'm using pistols and blades because that's kind of the rolls that I've been doing. And you can even do this with quick hacking. It's not going to be as effective with hacking. Even how far I've progressed, my quick hacking is only level 5 as opposed to like my blades and handgun uses is up to like 7. So there's a lot, you know. I've been leveling everything sort of based on what I've noticed a lot. I first was trying to do like a lot of cool and a lot of cold-blooded and stealth. As you can see, my cold-blooded is really high level, and that's just purely because I had a lot of points into cold-blooded. But I used it's not a money glitch, it's not a money exploit. I used the ability that the game has to make really quick money really fast. Really quick money really fast. English so good. I basically utilized that methodology of making lots of money as quickly as I could, and I bought the random thing that allows you to redistribute your perk points. Like, it takes them all back and then lets you redistribute them. I had like 35, so that tells you where we were at. So, and I've used this method here for maybe about half hour to an hour here, and I've leveled up about 3 levels. My street cred's gone up a decent amount as well, but like I said, most of my street cred level came from doing side gigs, and being the person that stops and like answers the call of those random crimes that the NCPD is like, assault in progress, and then as long as it's not like very high, I usually stop and try and kill them, because usually when it says very high on that map, for anything, usually that means that there's probably an enemy or numerous enemies that can like probably one-shot you or two-shot you. Now, I've done some side missions where they were very high and I still did them and I managed them, but it took me a long time, and Skippy was very helpful for that. Now, how does this work and what does it do? So the idea is, whatever weaponry you want to use or whatever you want to level up, so whether it's blades, shotguns, blunt weapons rather, snipers, whatever you want to do, you can do it. Now, the only caveat is to be aware that there are going to be civilians amongst the baddies. Now, if you hurt or kill a civilian, the police will send the drone thingies after you, and if you kill a drone thing, it adds stars to your wanted level, so to speak, because I don't think it's actually called that, but they'll add more stars to your warrants for your arrest. But they won't actually send actual cops, they'll send basically other mercs after you, and the other mercs are probably the most difficult part of this if you accidentally hit a civilian. If you don't hit any civilians, you won't have to worry about this. However, if you hit civilians, and they do send these people after you, if you have good enough weaponry or good enough skills at the game, you should be fine. So, let's go through an entire run of what this looks like. So, like I mentioned, we're at one side of the pier. I've killed a couple people over here, but you know. So firstly, here's some people. You'll know which ones are baddies because they're marked with yellow things over top of them. And if you get in front of them...
Hello, user. I have prepared a usage data report for you. Please say anything to continue.
Alright.
Sorry, give me a sec. I didn't know this was happening.
I have assisted you in killing over 50 people. Stone Cold Killer mode has been deactivated. From this point on, only puppy-loving pacifist will be available. Thank you.
Shit. Can I undo it?
Checking now. Bum bum dum.
This pistol's sweet. I love this pistol. I want the Stone Cold Killer back because I like being able to headshot.
No. Permission denied. I'm so glad I could be of assistance.
Well, that's mildly annoying. So this gun, when you pick it up, comes with 2 modes: the puppy dog loving, whatever he said, and the Stone Cold Killer. The Stone Cold Killer means that the smart gun will basically force all of the projectiles or bullets to go for the head, and you know, obviously then your bonus damages and crits are going to be, you know, insane. And then the puppy dog loving one is technically, it aims for the limbs. So I guess I accidentally have the thingy now, like that mod. That mod will actually be useful, the one that increases the damage to limbs. The other one is crits, so I don't think that makes a difference then. Cool! I get a little bit more usage out of the mods that I've put on this gun. But let's get back to this. So I don't want to use Skippy right now. I'm using pistols. It's pistols and blades. So let's pull out, let's do the Mantis blades because it's the quickest one. So I have I have epic Mantis blades, or legendary, or whatever the highest tier is. I have those. So the idea is, and I know my face cam's in the way, so actually let's quickly change that. I think I should put it in the bottom right. We're putting it in the bottom right. Yeah, okay. So I put it in the bottom right. Here's what you need to do. You see anybody with a yellow thing, you go and you murder them. Gadooshk.
You're fucked now.
Also, I just want to point this out as well. If you're wondering about like why things look not the sharpest, I'm playing this still on a PlayStation 4 Slim, so it's not going to be the most optimized. And if the game crashes in the middle of this, I might cry.
I'll gut you like a pig.
You're gonna die, so I'm not too concerned. But yeah, basically you just go and kill anybody, anyone and everyone, with anything and everything that you want to level up. So, main things I'm gonna advise. Keep a lot of healing items, so that way you can obviously heal in case you start to get overwhelmed. I have, because I've, you know, I had a lot of money. I still have a good amount of money. I'm pretty decked out for cyberware and, you know, operating system and everything like that. Like, everything I have is pretty decked out. So just keep that in mind as well. But yeah, I have a lot. So, you know, I have like what I call the exosuit or the double jump. I have legendary mantis blades. I have a legendary smart link on my hand. I have the synaptic signal optimizer, which gives me a health increase by 30%, which is great. Titanium bones gives me more carrying capacity. I don't care about the carrying capacity ever. My operating system is an epic, so it's great. The rest of these are pretty useless, honestly. Like, this one gives me more armor, I guess. I'm looking this way because that's the way of my television. My optics, I just got a better one because it allows you to have mod slots, which I put an increased crit chance by 5% on it. I need a ballistic coprocessor, cyberware, somewhere. I need to find one. I don't know where to look though. So yeah, that's a thing. But yeah, I have a lot of cyberware, so be advised of that. And like I said, my mantis blades are probably the best mantis blades you can get in the game. And I've added stuff to it. So like, I also, like I said, I've been building kind of mantis blade based, or blades in general, but like mantis blade, my strong attacks deal 50% more damage. My stamina cost is reduced. I haven't started leveling this one yet because I don't care about armor still. I have higher attack speed. I pretty much have everything I could buy except for the armor thing because I just didn't care about the armor. And then the same is true with handguns, except this one. I don't really care about my quick draw because I'm pretty decently quick enough. I'm in the process of leveling this one up, which is really good and is helpful again with Skippy, because if you're far away and he literally locks onto the target, you're good. So this is what we're doing. Back to what we're doing. So there's people here, there's usually people up there, and people at these parties. So this is what I mean by there's civvies. This is a big ass party of random people. Some people are baddies, some people are civvies. You go and you start conflict with a non-civvy, and all of the non-civvies will attack you. So here's what happens. If you're utilizing a gun, you have by nature in your crafting menu, you can craft ammunition for any gun. And most of the time, these guys will just attack you with like knives or like blunt weapons. But if they're too far away, they'll start to shoot at you with, say, pistols or a couple of automatic or semi-autos. Nothing too crazy. But again, it depends on how low level you are or how low health you are. But yeah, the main thing that you want to do is just try and kill them all as quick as possible. And if you're not super high level already, I would avoid hitting civilians as much as possible. So maybe don't use automatic rifles and stuff like that while you're doing this, because you are having higher chance, or LMGs even, of hitting, you know, a civilian. And even trying to watch where you aim, because I don't know if you've noticed from your playthroughs, but even if you aim at a civilian for too long, they want you because you're threatening them. I don't know what that's about. You punch a couple hundred orphans and suddenly you're mean. I don't get it. But yeah, if you start conflict, most of the civilian people will run away and or walk away. And then you just get these guys. Lots of them will even try and just punch you. And there you go. So this is why this is good, is firstly, you just utilize the same type of weaponry or whatever you're trying to do. It gives you XP for using those things when you kill somebody, and because you're killing baddies, it gives you street cred because you're cleaning up the streets, or you're doing technically like mercenary work, because most of these people are wanted in Night City. Usually their bounties and rewards aren't very high. They're like, you know, 150 or something like that. So like my street cred level just went up, probably because I had it probably pretty close. But as you can see, you can get large hordes of people. And the reason this works so effectively and so well, hello, goodbye. Whee! Stab. Can you stop that, please? Yeah, so these guys can deal a lot of damage. This is why you definitely gotta be careful and intelligent with how you're playing this. So the reason this is so good is because you kill all these people, and then you go further down. So let's look at the map again. So as you can see, we're not even halfway through here, and there's at least 2, maybe 3, or there might only be one more. But basically, there's at least another couple of hordes, and the hordes kind of are randomized, but you're guaranteed to get at least a couple of hordes between the 2 docks. And basically, you just run back and forth between the docks, and as soon as you're sort of over here, all the ones that we just killed and the people over here, they all respawn. And then you go back and forth and you do it over and over and over. And the reason why it's useful is because even if you don't have a need for the items that they drop, you can pick them up and then disassemble them. And so a good recommendation I can give you for a character thing to have leveled up is in the technical ability. And in engineering, I have this is the only one. Oh, just kidding. No, not in engineering. It's in crafting. Put a point into the passive of mechanic. Gives you more components when you disassemble an item. So it gives you more of the crafting stuff. So if you go into the crafting menu and you stay in crafting, not upgrades, you go to the bottom, you can build ammo for all of your guns once you disassemble parts. And I don't really know how much ammo it actually gives you. I just had to do it just before I started this video, which by the way I'm doing live, so come join me for live streams whenever they happen. But basically you go to this, and as long as you have 9 or more components, and these are common components, they're not even rare or uncommon, you can make pistol ammo, you can make rifle ammo, you can make shotgun ammo, and you can make sniper ammo. So if you're using an LMG, yeah, might be a little SOL, but that's because they try and, you know, make it so that way people don't use LMGs too much. To be fair, you can be slow as hell using them. And then obviously if you're using a sword or, you know, a blunt weapon, you don't need ammo. But basically, or if you need healing items, you could also craft healing items as well. It's not going to be the most, you know, good thing to do. You could use a grenade to start it, by the way, but like, eh. Mantis blades deal thermal damage. Ooh. Wait, I thought I had this crafted already. I'm gonna craft this once. And so also, this also, every time you craft literally anything, it gives you a little bit of XP into your crafting, which helps your level as well too. I'm just gonna go and look at my Mantis Blaze now. Did I already put that on here? No. I don't know how to equip it? Question mark? Backpack. Let's see if there's something in here that I can kind of find. But basically this is what you do, is right? You find weapons that you don't need. So unfortunately all the weapons that I actually have I need, but you find things that you don't need. Key to Jackie's stash. These are really random. But you find things you don't need or don't want anymore. I have a crafting spec. Another crafting spec. I have so many crafting specs. Okay. But you find things that you don't need anymore. So for example, I have composite coated out or coated cut off shorts. And then you press and hold, in this case, because I'm on PlayStation, triangle, would probably be Y unless you changed it up, but it's the disassemble item thing, and it tells you what components you're going to get from it, and then you add those components. So you do that with all the guns and knives that you pick up from these people, so that way you don't get too overloaded, and you're feeding the components that you can use to make ammo for literally all of the weapons you will ever need. And that is what you do. Is you just go back and forth, you make ammo if you need ammo, if you don't need ammo, then you're fine, right? Samurai concert recording, worth a small fortune. 1 Eddie. Gotta love that. What is that? Oh, right. I have random other items from quests and stuff here, but there's a... What is that? Oh, key to Jackie's bike. There's an engraving. Hands off. Me too, Jackie. R.I.P. my boy. Spoilers. Unfortunately. Anyway, I also have Johnny's pants, which is one of the main reasons why I tried to find a way that would be easy leveling. But yeah, this is what you can do, is you just go back and forth between these things. And you kill literally everyone. So... at the next time I come to these people, or the next time I actually see civilians with a crowd, I'll show you what happens if you... I love this pistol. What happens if you accidentally kill or hurt a civilian. And we'll go after the drones and everything. It's going to be fucking annoying, but it does help even more with XP because you get more stuff. Now, where you see X's, that means that there were people... There were people here. They haven't respawned, like, ever, and I don't know why. This badminton court, or beach volleyball court, nobody spawns there, like, ever. Sometimes enemies will spawn in this little bar area. Most of the time that I've seen, they don't, though. So, but just be aware. Lots of times this will even turn into, it'll just say it's a hostile area, even if nobody's there. And then these little guard shacks, or, like, little, things like these usually have at least one person in them.
New magazine detected. Message to user. Thanks, choom.
I love Skippy. It's a good pistol. Anyway, so as you can see, we have lots of baddies, but couple civs. So let's just fire into the crowd. Illegal activity. See, so now it's a crime reported. I'm pretty sure I didn't even actually kill anybody. And then of course when you destroy these, crime reports even more. And then you get the people. So these are just normal, ordinary dudes. They don't actually... I need to heal here. Cool. These aren't like actual cops or anything like that.
Time for healing.
So even with as high of a level as I am, these guys can fuck me up. 100%. So be very aware, like I said, have lots of healing items or craft healing items.
Can't fucking escape.
But realistically, these guys just add to the amount of people that you can murder and give you, if you can handle them, they will be good for you to try and kill. And basically, as soon as you've more or less murdered everybody, I know it still shows my stars, but once you kind of walk away,
New magazine detected. Message to user. Thanks, Chippin.
and you know, your sort of like combat music and stuff like that goes away. Also, there's sometimes people over here too. I already killed the guy that's on this pier. So yeah, there's also 2 different cyber psychos, one on each pier basically. This one's actually on the pier, the other one I killed on the other side. Yeah, we're fine. Hi Johnny, and thank you for telling me this is grimy. I'm very aware. But yeah, as soon as, you know, the combat's done, as you can see, I don't have any warrants anymore. I don't have any stars. These civvies are still ducking for their lives, and one was just T-posing. But this basically, this is what you do, is you... So, we like to... Yeah, sometimes these people are really annoying, but basically you would want to pick up these random weapons. Sometimes they might be better weapons than yours. Most of the time they're not for me, because I have a... You know, I level up my guns and stuff like that, so... That's good. But yeah, you just pick them up like this. You just take them. Take pretty much anything you can. Anything that's not nailed down. Whether it's a knife or a gun. And then what you go and do is you go into your inventory. Sometimes you'll need to do this in your backpack too for items that are just random shit that you picked up. And then if it's a weapon, you just go into here. You find all the weapons you do not like, and then you just disassemble them. Now, I only picked up 2 actual weapons. The rest of these weapons are actually weapons I like keeping. I have an attachment, apparently. I don't want it. Not for my revolver, anyway. And then, you know, you sort of just exit out. You have the components, and then you can go into your crafting menu once you start running low on ammo, and you can craft some ammo for the guns that you want. You can craft some healing items. Not the best healing items here, but like if you go up to like say this one, it's going to cost you more components, but it is going to be better. And then of course just making sure that you're inventory managing, you know, your healing items, because right now I went through all of my common ones. I think we're pretty damn close, but I have, you know, the higher tier ones that are, you know, even bigger stuff, right? So, and there is also on the map, if we look in this area, the I don't remember what this is called, the Batty Hotel, named after Roy Batty from Blade Runner, the first one. Yeah, there's a drop point if you need money. Just go and sell your shit there. Or if you do the money making method, I can also show you that sometime soon here. There is a med point, so you can go and buy medical supplies if you don't want to craft them. There is a food place if you are into that. And there's a net runner. They actually sell some pretty good net running equipment if you're into doing hacking. When it comes to doing hacking with this, you can do lots of good quick hacks and stuff like that, because realistically these people just sort of stand there and take it, for lack of a better term. They don't actually do anything. like, unless you walk up to them and just like, I'm gonna attack, like, don't attack them, but you just walk up to them, they'll get like defensive and in your face, as most of the NPCs in this game do, that are like bad people. The only main things that you don't get to level up, if we look back at our character here, is you don't really get to level up athletics. I mean, you kind of do if you're sprinting back and forth and, you know, trying to jump a lot and doing lots of things like that, or sprinting to people. Annihilation, I don't know what actually gets considered part of that, aside from, I think, blowing up lots of stuff. So, like, you could try and use grenades, maybe. And then Street Brawler will happen if you're using, like, blunt items or you're even using your fists. Wouldn't recommend using your fist, but, like, you can do. Those will... You don't really get a lot of crafting outside of when you're crafting ammo. Engineering, you're not going to do any engineering here, unfortunately. You can do some stealth, so for the first kill that initiates everything, you could literally just walk up right behind somebody, even without crouching, and then do the grab and kill or non-lethal takedown. Also, you can get cold-blooded stuff, because generally you're killing people cold-bloodedly anyway. I think that's usually how it goes. And then with intelligence, you can do lots of quick hacking. You can do breach protocols when you try and hack people, for sure. Is it going to be great? Not really. It's about as useful as any other combat scenario. You're not going to get lots of it, but you're going to get some. Can my mantis blades load? There we go. Yeah, personally, mantis blades are my go-to because I like using the mantis blades. They're fun as shit. I like them. But you know, pistols are always really good. The snipers in this game are pretty sweet. The precision rifles are pretty sweet. I've used pretty much every type of gun. I haven't used every actual gun, but I find myself mostly liking the blades and handguns. Yeah, this is basically it. You just kind of go up and even when you're in the middle of combat, you can just go up to somebody and put a random quick hack. It's usually the third guy. What you doing, buddy? Oh my goodness. I don't know what you were just doing, bud, but that was interesting. Yeah, even if... Nice. Oh shit. Right, I forgot. You're trying to kill me. Back to basically full health. Goodbye. You are dead. So as you can see, I just killed like whole horde of random people, and I got 500 street cred. So, and these people just respawn, right? So, also my wanted level did not come back. So, lunge.
I'll tear you apart.
Will you? I don't think you will. Kadoosh. And stab. Let me guess, relic damage? Yeah, relic malfunction damage. I think, so I don't know this for a fact because I have not finished the game, so please don't spoil it. I think when it comes to the relic malfunction detected, that's just the game being like, hey, you're wasting a lot of time doing basically nothing. But as far as I know, it doesn't actually make any difference, really. I don't actually know that for a fact, though. It's more a nuisance than anything else. I was gonna say, is are my limbs broken from my mantis blades? Alright. Also, this has autonomous shooting. It's not doing it right now, but occasionally it'll just fire on its own. See, I just killed 3 people and I just got 320 street cred and a little bit of experience, and oh look, some more for street cred. Also, some of these people occasionally have ammo on them or like grenades. Is it useful? Not always. And you, again, you can pick up random, even rare pistols, so... Oh shit, I didn't want to equip that. I was just trying to switch guns. Bad time to switch guns! Back to Skippy. And then we'll disassemble you, because I didn't want you. Anyway, there were people up there before, but that was when the Cyber Psycho was still a thing. So the Cyber Psycho on this side is in this little garage. He's kind of difficult to beat, honestly. He has a lot of random drones and stuff with him. The only reason he was easy for me was because my Mantis Blades are really fucking overpowered. So that's the main reason why. I feel like I just wasted that, honestly, but you know, it's fine. I can make more, buy more. So yeah, that is the best way to farm XP in this game. Also, if you even go far that way, the people that we literally just murdered, like right there, yeah, they're already here. They're already back. It's not doing the autonomous shooting. No. You like a pig. Will you? Yeah, Skippy's pretty funny. He has a little cute commentary in there too. Can you not do that? Granada! I was just gonna say, that is probably gonna cause the fucking police to come after me or send people after me, but it's kind of whatever. You know what? You're fucked, boy. Am I? Because I just fucked your boy. Whew. Oh, I missed. Oh, I missed. What, with a melee weapon? Because I can do that. I'ma destroy you. Are you? That was glitchy. Ka-choosh. That one was slick. Do do do. So you guys just saw how quickly I just leveled up from 44 to 45, and as far as I know, the highest level that you can get for street cred is fucking 50. So like, aside from how long I've been talking, that was dead quick, because all I did was murder people. And you're seeing that the XP just keeps going up. I accidentally got a thing. Yeah, some of these have pretty sweet stats. Most of them don't have anything specific on them, but like, you can do lots of cool stuff. And then you can just pick up lots of guns and sometimes ammo. They're good. That's pretty much it. And then, you know what? Let's show you the best way to make lots of money. The quickest way. So, firstly, I would like to tell you the best way, but I gotta I can't show you the mission because I've already done the mission. So I'll just have to tell you what the mission is, and then go from there. I've done lots of missions, as you can see. So, basically, what happens with this, and you actually don't need somebody to give you this mission per se, from my recollection. of it, but the Space Oddity is basically the one that you need to do. So you go and complete Space Oddity. Okay, so what happens with this one? The mission is also somewhere here in Pacifica. I don't have it on my map anymore, but it is somewhere down here, and it is marked as a very high, or it was when I did it. Now I'm highly likely it's going to be a very high no matter what you're kind of doing. What's cybersite? Search the computer for more info. Search the van. Okay, I might do those on stream here too. But basically, you complete the Space Oddity mission. There's random bums down here. This isn't the mission. This is a storm mission actually. But they're down here. Not at the chapel, but they're down in the Pacific area. They're one of the random side missions. If you haven't seen them already, it'll just be undiscovered, and who knows what you might find. This isn't that, but it is somewhere in this south hemisphere. It's somewhere in this neighborhood from my recollection. It's really random, and basically you tell the bums that you want the case. You take the case, you need to try and hack it or get it open and do a thing with it. I don't remember what the thing specifically is, but basically you hack it, you put in your demons, and then apparently something comes down from the moon. Don't ask me why, because I don't know. It's interesting, and it's kind of weird, and it's funny. And Johnny has a lot of good commentary about this later. And then you follow the marker to the drop site, and it ends up somewhere out in Westbrook over here, I think, or like way up in Watson. Like it's in like the desert, the middle of nowhere desert. And then there's lots of, I think they're tiger claws from my memory, so it's going to be hard. You're going to have to kill lots of people. It was pretty difficult for me. Thankfully I had the double jump, and I didn't even have my epic mantis blades at that time, or legendary mantis blades. I think I just had like rare mantis blades, and that was like my main weapon that kind of won me the day was the mantis blades. And I had Skippy, but I didn't have a lot of ammo because I was an idiot and I forgot that you could craft the ammo. But point being, you kill all the people, and then the item that you get from the thing that dropped from space, and again, don't ask me why, it's just random. It's a rare item. It's not that, but that's kind of cool too. You want to go price. It's going to be one of the most expensive items you have. For me, it's currently the most expensive item. You're going to get Untitled 18 Brantier 2021. I don't know exactly how to pronounce it, but you get that item. It's worth 4K. Okay, and then what you gotta do to try and make literally shitloads of money is you go to a drop point, or you can do this at vendors too. But with vendors, it's a little bit different. So I would just say just do a drop point. The drop points are going to be a lot easier and a lot better. So just scratch the vendors and just go to a drop point. Okay. Also, this random guy's up here, but I don't think that he spawns regularly. So like, don't go to him. We're gonna go to the other side here. I could be farming the XP thing. I probably should be, but you're like, hey, it's fine. So we go over to this drop point, and this is literally all you need to do to try and maximize the amount of money that you get. Okay, so you go to the drop point, you go to sell. Now, as I did when I was showing you this, having your items be sorted by price going downward, so your most expensive items are going to be towards the top, is the best. You go to all your items, and then you sell this to the drop point. You get 4K, you exit out entirely, and then you go back in to sell, and then you buy it back for $5. And then you go back into all your items, and you sell it again. And then you repeat. Exit out, go back in, buy for $5, all items, sell, exit, buy for $5. We'll show you this until it runs out of money, and then we'll show you what to do from there. exit out. Because if you don't do the exit out, you're just trading 4K for 4K. But if you exit out and then come back in, you get it for $5. And then you do it one more time. So now it has $20 left. You buy it one more time. You don't sell it when it has $25 after you've bought it 5 times. Because obviously then it's not gonna have enough money, and yeah, it's just not worth it. So then you might be asking, well, how is this infinite and what do? I don't want to go, from drop point to drop point to drop point. And you can do that. It's definitely going to be useful to do that. But the best method and the quickest method is you exit out, you go into your skip time, and then you just skip 24 hours. So you skip to the next day, and voila, it's got another 20K for you. And you do this repeatedly until you get bored or have so much money that you're happy. I had over $1.5 million, and then I went and bought the thing that resets your skill point levels, and I think, if I remember correctly, that cost literally $1 million. So, but you can now utilize this trick to buy literally every car that you want. After buying cars and guns and whatever guns you can manage, there's not a lot that you can use a lot of money for, I'll be honest, aside from, like, again, the roll for initiatives. Like, you could bribe people or be like, I'll pay you to shut up, or I'll pay you to let me go in front of you, or whatever the fuck thing it is, right? Like, you can do those things as well, but, like, again, is that the most efficient usage of bajillions of dollars? Maybe not. But you can literally get as much money as you want, and you can do this until they basically patch it out. Is it a glitch? I don't know. Is it considered an exploit? I also do not know. I don't know if that's intended. I doubt it's intended, so probably do it while you can, would be my advice to you. And then, of course, you can always try and sell, like, whatever random miscellaneous nonsense for the extra 25. There are other methods that you can do as well that also involve utilizing drop points and also use, like, vendors and stuff. But this one's the quickest and most efficient one at this given second that I'm aware of. So that is the quickest way to gain XP, street cred, and to gain shitloads of money as quick as you can. And this is all done here in Pacifica. My girl is calling. Hang on, I just fell off a cliff.
Judy, so, got a plan?
Damn right I do.
Yeah, you do,
I'm
babe.
over to mine tonight. Gonna lay the groundwork with Tom and Roxy. They're with us.
Hell yeah,
Michael will be
baby.
here too.
Okay.
How'd you manage that?
Got something really big. Tell you everything tonight. Last thing, what do you like on your pizza?
Don't say that you don't like pizza. This seems like the one that it wants me to do, but I actually like pepperoni, but, like,
A&A.
we'll go with the...
Artichokes and avocado flavor. And zucchini for good measure.
Ooh, fancy. So, I'll see you come evening?
Of course I'll be there.
Yeah, I will. We love Judy. We simp and stand for Judy in this house. We're not going to be playing that on stream. We're just going to be going and doing that off stream. But yeah, that's going to do it for the stream right now. I'm probably going to be, utilizing the money glitch, call it whatever you want, a little bit more. And we're going to go and, hang out with Judy. Judy is bae. If this is content that y'all like, we can definitely do more of it. I'm learning new stuff every day. I'm liking all this stuff. I can teach you how to get all of the Johnny Silverhand apparel in the game, if you want that, and also don't have like 1,000 other people who do it. There already are lots of people who do it. So yeah, that's where we're at. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. Definitely show homies. Hopefully this is some stuff that they don't patch out anytime soon. they probably will, but I think they're focused mostly on improving the performance on base PlayStation 4s. Technically, mine included. Mine's a Slim. It's a little bit newer than a base, and technically a little bit better, but that's probably what's going to happen. Is they'll make improvements to the game, and then they'll patch all of these dumb broken things out. So that's the best way to do it, guys. If you liked, yeah, we already did the sellout part. Yeah, all that fun stuff. And I'll see you in the next one. Where the is the stop broadcast? Ah, right there. Haha. All right.